What's up, guys? Welcome to the show today. We're going to be going over how to buy elite stud wide receivers in Dynasty. Probably one of the hardest things to do, as they are some of the assets that people cling to more than anything else. If you guys haven't been to the channel yet, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you. Thank you for tuning in. If you have a second, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. But let's get it kicked off today. How to buy elite wide receivers in Dynasty fantasy football. So the first one we're going to go over, and these are going to be a couple different strategies. So this one is more of a mix of assets and picks on how to acquire an elite wide receiver. And we're going to go get Ja'Marr Chase onto our Dynasty team. This is super flex over on KTC. So option one, we're going to use another elite wide receiver, but someone who is a tier or two down from Chase in Brandon Ayuk. We're going to send them a prospect, someone who some people do tend to value a little high in Jameson Williams. And then we're also going to send them a first-round pick to go get Ja'Marr Chase. Now, when you are trying to buy elite assets like Ja'Marr Chase, you have to come in hot with the deal. If you come in too low, they're not even going to listen to you when it comes to trading a stud like this. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that not all elite wide receivers can be acquired. If certain teams are in certain phases of their dynasty squad, maybe they're a contender, someone like Justin Jefferson probably isn't going to be available. But sometimes certain teams kind of go through these phases of their team where they really don't have too many assets besides their one elite wide receiver. And those are the teams that we need to go attack and maybe throw a very strong offer like Ayuk, JMO, and a first to go get someone like Ja'Marr Chase and kind of sell them on the idea or just help them rebuild and retool their team. Option two, we're going to send three different players at three different positions to go get Justin Jefferson. Tua, Devon Achane, Hollywood Brown. Now, in this case, we're sending another 3-for-1. So we're sending a lot of value. You know, the value adjustment on KTC is basically one of these guys is the free player. But when it comes down to it, you have to send a bunch of assets and trade calc points or whatever you want to call it to go get someone like Justin Jefferson on your team. So what's intriguing about this offer is maybe they need a quarterback, but they have a couple wide receivers. So they're willing to tear down at wide receiver from Jefferson to Hollywood, but pick up a top 10 dynasty running back and a starting top 12 to 15 quarterback onto their team. You know, maybe someone took over an orphan and they have literally nothing besides Jefferson. These are the kind of offers that maybe make them turn their head because it could turn their team around. While for you, maybe you're at a point where you've built all this depth. You have multiple quarterbacks. Maybe you have 1-1, Tua, and Josh Allen. And you're like, well, I'm going to go draft Caleb Williams. I do not need Tua on this team anymore, and I'm willing to move on from him. But the key here is you have to send very good or great assets to go get these elite wide receivers. If you come in too low with Hollywood, McLaurin, and a second, they're not even going to look at the offer or take you seriously. So option three here, we're going to use only draft capital to go get a wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb in this case, wide receiver 2 over on KTC. So we're going to send 1-4 and 1-6. This could potentially be Malik Neighbors and a rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. Another thing similar to the last couple where maybe they're missing multiple pieces and looking to fill them, but they're trying to do it through the draft instead of acquiring those assets specifically. I probably would even trade something like 1-3 and 1-6 to go get someone like CeeDee Lamb. 1-2 and 1-6, I would start to be a little hesitant because we all know that 1-2 could easily be Marvin Harrison. Now, he is not CeeDee Lamb yet, but the hype is there. The potential is there. So I would be hesitant to pay 1-6 on top of someone like Marvin Harrison to go get CeeDee Lamb. But I think 1-4 where the tier rate could kind of be, maybe it's Odunze in 1-6, you know, if Neighbors goes 1-3. And it could really depend on what this team is looking for. So option 4, kind of a mix of both. This is more of a tier up to go get an elite draft pick to get Marvin Harrison. Like we just said, maybe you can't trade for the elite wide receiver, but you can trade for the draft pick to go do it. So in this case, I'm going to trade 1-5 and Rachaad White to make that value gap all the way up to 1-2 and get Marvin Harrison. Let's say you're deep at running back. You had a very good draft year last year. You got Bijan and Achane. You're sitting on James Cook and Rachaad White. Maybe you can use Rachaad White or James Cook to tier up from 1-5 2-1-2 to go get Marvin Harrison before he turns into Justin Jefferson and becomes an almost unattainable asset. I have successfully traded for Justin Jefferson before. It's very, very difficult. I did give up 3 very good assets. I gave up Pittman and a couple things worth a first as well. So you have to start with that key, but maybe we can go get Marvin Harrison before he comes Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, and get him in the draft onto our team. Now, last trade option here, and this one is a weird one. You're giving up 3 firsts, but in this sense, I'm giving you 112. So if you're adding someone like Amon-Ra to a team that already has the 112, let's say you won your league last year, I'm assuming these firsts are going to be late, which is why I would be comfortable paying this. And you're kind of going to have to pray on the fact that this guy, maybe he's not thinking they're going to be late, or he's just looking at 3 firsts for a player on his roster, where people can start to get a little blind when they see 3 firsts coming in for a player that's not a Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, etc. But, you know, if these are going to be late firsts, I would pay this for someone like Amon-Ra. Now, if, like we were talking earlier, if they're 1-3s, 1-4s, where you can start to kind of get these Malik Namers, Odunze, Marvin Harrison, if it's all the way up at 1-2, you have to start to be hesitant to give up this many firsts. But if you look at your team and they're youngish, you have a 3-year window, you're willing to give up your first, and you want Amon-Ra on your team to really go help and try to capitalize maybe on a back-to-back championship. Or, you know, you build that dynasty, which is what this is all about. I'll tell you this, man, winning 1 championship is sweet, but winning back-to-back or three-peating in dynasty is absolutely legendary, and there is no feeling like it. So thank you guys for tuning in today on learning how to buy stud wide receivers in dynasty. If you like this kind of topic, please comment down below and let me know. You know, I'm really trying to search out what people want to hear on these videos. As always, I try to be clear, quick, you know, try to make it more 5 to 10 minutes instead of in that 30-minute range like I see on a lot of other channels. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'd love to connect with you guys. So please and thank you, and peace, guys. Have a good day.